know me?
No, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
I
don't know you.
She doing too much, dude. She
doing
me no care, bitch.
Oh, you bitch.
So everybody, this is Jasmine.
That's Rasheeda's job?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Me and Tiara cool, I ain't gonna lie. I invited her, but I didn't know Tiara was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my part of the pop up? Damn, I'm feeling like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
What? Bro, I'm out of here.
I already knew you was gonna do that.
Yo,
Who else coming in here next? Is KD finna walk in the man?
Everybody sees Nobody wants to talk about it. I'm feeling the vibe.
I'm not gonna play that. So I'm not gonna stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay.
I came here to talk to Rasheeda woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But she's nowhere to be found. And as usual, her friends want to attack me.
I don't think neither one of us knew that Kirk was going to be here.
Kirk and Jack are friends, so obviously you know Kirk is gonna be here. And what if Rasheeda is here?
Obviously, we didn't.
You just need to stop popping up. Like,
Do you know me?
No, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
Get my face, ho.
Know you.
She doing too much, dude. She doing me no care, bitch.
Bitch.
Hey, time out, listen. I done came about this salon up in the car with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this. All right, y'all, they out here ready for this. I don't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, all right?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I've been sending child support checks, so I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here. And I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back in the house. I'm not trying to do anything to mess that up.
Tia, bringing Jasmine in the fold right now. Everybody feels some type of way.
But why would you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with him?
I'm just ready to go.
Kirk was like, Deanie, he is fucking raw. He up here ducking raw too. Got the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody see him. But I don't blame Kirk though. He felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that spice that was going on.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to mess up your grand opening. I apologize. Thank you for the invite.
I just wanted to be cool, I promise you.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye, bitch. Nobody gives a little skinny bitch.
Fans were left in stunned silence and disbelief by the moment. No one could have foreseen the explosive altercation between Spice, the fiery Jamaican dancehall artist, and Jasmine Washington, the woman with ties to rapper Scrappy and an already turbulent history in the Atlanta scene. But the scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the city's love and hip-hop history. Tension permeated the mood. Known for her unrepentant demeanor and exuberant personality, Spice had been juggling her personal life, profession, and, of course, the drama with her co-stars. However, she was unprepared for the emotional upheaval that was about to happen. When things rapidly got out of hand, Spice was sitting with Jasmine, who had already been a source of conflict for some of the other ladies in the group. Jasmine's previous relationships with Scrappy and her combative nature had earned her both respect and contempt within the group. Spice, on the other hand, harbored a deep-seated frustration that had been building for weeks. It all began with a small comment, something seemingly insignificant, but enough to ignite the tension in the room. The air was thick, and everyone could sense the boiling point was near. As Jasmine said something that seemed to irritate Spice, the atmosphere shifted. The other women in the group, aware of the simmering conflict, sat in uncomfortable silence, unsure of how to navigate the growing tension. Spice, never one to back down or remain silent when her emotions were triggered, swiftly responded with a sharp retort. Her words were precise, filled with energy, and her anger was palpable. Every sentence seemed like an attempt to cut through the frustration she had been holding onto for far too long. As the argument escalated, the other women remained silent, realizing that this would soon become more than just a verbal exchange. Because of her previous relationships with Scrappy and her commanding presence in the group, Jasmine had earned both respect and contempt. She was often seen as someone who could not easily be intimidated, yet there were whispers behind her back about her manipulative tendencies and tumultuous relationships. However, Spice's frustration had grown into something far more intense. It wasn't just the usual petty drama. It was something deeper, something that had been simmering for weeks. The conflict between the two women had been building up for a long time, and now it was on the verge of exploding. The situation escalated rapidly when Jasmine made a comment that seemed to hit a nerve with Spice. The tension in the room became tangible, and it was clear that the situation was about to spiral out of control. The other women, sitting nearby, could feel the discomfort rising, but remained eerily silent, unsure of how to intervene or diffuse the situation. Spice, who had a reputation for speaking her mind, wasn't about to back down. She let her frustration spill over with a sharp, cutting response, her words sharp as daggers. The back and forth between the two grew heated quickly. Jasmine, not one to take insults lying down, fired back just as fiercely. The argument became more than just a disagreement. It became a battle of wills, with both women unwilling to yield. Their words were laced with years of pent-up emotions and unresolved tensions. What started as a heated exchange soon became a war of pride, with old grudges resurfacing and pushing the conversation into more dangerous territory. The animosity was so intense that it was hard to believe this was all unfolding over words. The mood in the room had shifted completely. The tension was so thick, it felt suffocating. Both women's emotions were at their peak, and it seemed as though nothing could break the cycle of aggression. Spice, fed up with the back and forth, let her frustration dictate her next move. Jasmine's voice was like a final trigger for her. In that moment, Spice snapped, and her emotions took over. Without thinking, she stretched out her arm and in one swift motion, slapped Jasmine across the cheek. The sound of the impact was loud and shocking, reverberating in the room, leaving everyone stunned. The unexpectedness of it froze the moment, and time seemed to stand still. Stunned, Jasmine stood motionless, clutching her cheek. Her expression was a mixture of disbelief and shock, as though she couldn't quite comprehend what had just happened. She had always been a fiery presence, but she had never expected Spice to go this far. Her hand lingered on her cheek, as if the physical pain wasn't enough to match the emotional shock of the slap. It wasn't just the act itself, it was the raw, unfiltered anger that had caused it. Jasmine's mind raced, still processing the unexpected turn of events. The room was eerily quiet, everyone caught between the impulse to react and the heavy realization that this moment was irrevocable. Spice stood frozen for a moment as well, her breath coming in quick, shallow bursts. Her own shock mirrored Jasmine's, though it was mixed with the deep realization of what she had just done. This wasn't just a slap, it was the physical manifestation of weeks of building tension, frustration, and unspoken feelings. It was an outburst of anger that had been brewing, and once unleashed, it couldn't be taken back. Spice's hands trembled slightly, her thoughts racing as she tried to make sense of the situation. The emotional weight of the act began to sink in, and the regret soon followed. But there was no undoing what had just happened. The silence stretched on, heavy and uncomfortable. Both women were processing what had occurred, yet neither knew how to move forward. Finally, Jasmine spoke first, her voice barely above a whisper, laden with both pain and disbelief. "You don't have to do that," she said, her words trembling but firm. It wasn't just a plea, it was a declaration that she didn't deserve to be treated in that way. Spice, equally stunned by her own actions, could offer little in response. Her mind was clouded with emotion, unable to fully express her feelings. Her voice was quieter now, more fragile.